What's up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. So I am back with another video. Now this video, so apparently a lot of Latinos are feeling really salty at this moment. They feel because of the choices that they made and the person who they voted for, and now they're feeling a certain type of way because they feel like they've been betrayed by Donald Trump because he's deporting illegals. So because he's doing what he has been said he was going to do, a lot of people are very mad and they're salty. They're mad about how it's being done. And some of them are even asking why. And on top of that, they're asking for Black people, for us to support them in all of this. And I'm asking myself, what can I do? Before I get deep into it, I want to play some clips for you guys. Before we get into the video, if you are new to the channel and you like the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe, share and like the video, and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. Let's get into the video. Here we go.
Do you guys remember this lady? Well, I'm trying not to laugh. This is her now.
It's been happening frequently at the 333 Miami Avenue Federal Court building. Janet Correa's husband was detained this week. According to her immigration lawyer, he has already been placed on expedite removal.
They voted for Donald Trump. Donald Trump deport. You heard that right, guys. Janet Correa, the famous Trump singing lady, has had her husband detained by ICE. And not only that, but he got put on expedited removal. They want him out of the US. They don't want him. But of course, we've been telling them this all along. They don't want you, bro.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. A lot of these people were really clear about who they voted about. They posted it out there. I will vote for Donald Trump. So you were clear on who you were going to vote for. My only thing is this: that's fine if that's who you wanted to vote for, but did you think about your interests? Because if her husband was illegal, what did you think was going to happen? Did you think that Donald Trump was not going to deport illegals, and you thought that he was going to protect you or protect your husband, or y'all somehow were going to be protected? Who did y'all think he was talking about when he was saying he was going to deport illegals? Black Americans? You thought that they were going to be deported? They're not. Black people are legal citizens. There's nowhere to deport us. So I thought that was shocking, for one, that they're saying there are people who out there, there are Mexicans or Latinos who thought that the majority of Black people were illegals, and somehow when Donald Trump was voted into office that they were going to turn around and start deporting us. And I just heard that, and I don't know if you guys have heard that. Let me know if you heard that. I thought that was crazy as hell. I don't know, child. That's what I heard through the grapevine, but let's continue.
I'm about to show y'all the best case of around and find out that you have ever seen.
Morning, guys. Happy Friday. Listen, you guys remember this song? I know you do, because I've been really going in on it. I will vote for Donald Trump. Okay, remember that?
Right.
Well, remember the couple that made the song? Remember them? Remember the Latino woman in the red hat, in the red shirt and the blue jeans and the blonde, and she on the stage. I mean, she rocking it. And her husband is playing the is it the congos or something beside her. Well, she has a different look on her face today. Yep. Her turn. It seems that her husband was picked up by ICE, and they had a picture of her that looks quite differently. Yes, I'm sorry to say. It's not a smile anymore, and she's not grooving. She's not she's not doing any of that. She's crying, and she's speaking her native language, so I don't know what the hell she was saying, but she was very upset. Her hubby was picked up, but not only was the hubby picked up, the hubby was put on the expedite list.
I'm not trying to laugh. This is not funny, but it's funny in a sense. I'm just saying it's not funny, but I just don't know what they were thinking. And I just think, you know, the idea that a lot of them are blaming black people for not supporting that was just insane to me. That was just a whole nother thing that took me back. I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't our fight, to be honest with. This isn't something that we should insert ourselves in because it doesn't pertain to us. And I don't know how many videos that I've seen, and I know this is not everybody. And I'm not saying this is everybody, but it is some. And the ones that I did see, these Latinos or, you know, Mexican people who were being called out as racist, who did not like black people and do not like black people. They were being called out trying to get black people to support them in their efforts with what's happening to them and their families. But a lot of people were, you know, making it clear that a lot of y'all don't even like us. Y'all made it known. And there are videos of them actually saying it. So why would we go out and try to lend our support for people who clearly don't like us and for something that has nothing to do with us? So that was out there too. What's y'all thoughts on that? Let's continue.
We are not the bad people. I vote Trump because he wants to help the people, but this is not right.
So check this out.
Beg for compassion.
¿Qué le hicimos, Donald Trump?
What did we do to you, Donald Trump, to deserve this? Many of my people believed in you.
I'm worried because of the situation that me, my dad, and my mom have where we don't have papers yet.
Javier, did you support Donald Trump?
Sí, yo hubiese tenido ciudadanía.
If I was a U.S. citizen, I would have voted for Donald Trump.
And here's another one.
In the last election, who did you vote for?
I feel embarrassed to tell you. Trump promised a lot of things. I thought it would be more family values and those programs that really need here.
One resident who would be impacted by Medicaid cuts is 64-year-old Irma Arredondo, who voted for Trump.
Literally every day these stories are popping up, and you know, I want to have more compassion and everything, but I'm literally becoming immune to this bullshit. The lady in the last video, the older lady, she goes on in the video to say that she voted for Donald Trump before, that didn't speak English. He supported Donald Trump and he's not even a citizen. Probably here undocumented, and he's literally talking about he supports Donald Trump. What the f is wrong with these people?
Yeah, once again, that didn't make any sense. You're undocumented and you saying you would vote. I'm just saying, like, wouldn't that go against your... And they saw it. You seeing it happen. It's showing itself right now. Donald Trump didn't care. But at the same time, if you're not... And I'm referring to illegal immigrants, illegal people who are in this country illegally. I don't see anything wrong with you being deported back to your country because that's where you're from. If you are here legally and you went through the necessary procedures to become a legal citizen, then you should be here. But if you haven't, then what do you expect? To get a free pass? It doesn't work like that. Let's continue.
Every day, the more stories I see like this, the less I give a f. I didn't care about all the other people you're going to hurt with your vote. Now that it's hurting you, we're all supposed to care and unite. F you. Enjoy your vote. You want unity? Prove it during the midterms. Show out then. Vote for him. Vote against him then. Vote Democrat then. And then we can talk about unity. Till then, enjoy the mess that you made with the vote. F you.
This is a message to all the Latinos that have a Latino for Trump in their lives. Call them out. Call them out on their bullshit. My brother's a Latino for Trump, and I just got done commenting under all of his dumbass reposts on Facebook talking about, oh, if you don't support this country, then go back to your country. Like, oh, because I remember sitting on the plane with you. I was sitting right next to you on the way to America. Last I remember, we were not born here, babe. We weren't. Do you remember that? I don't care if I expose him. He's literally my brother. This is literally what he looks like. Like, if he was on national news talking about, oh, this is the new cartel leader in Mexico, y'all would believe it. Y'all would believe it. It's always the ones that look like this that have the most to say. Like, you're not white. You're never gonna be white. They're never gonna like you as much. They're literally going to group you with everybody else that they're deporting. Wake up!
So this is for all of my Latinos for Trump, which I will never forgive you for putting this man back in office, especially because your roots... He was never going to pick you. Anyways, so remind me again how you guys were for a person that wanted to get all of the people that didn't belong here or came here the wrong way. Why are we trying to fly back white South Africans? Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring in some white South Africans. If you don't get the message now, like, you guys are probably the type of people that, like, your ex told you that they needed to focus on themselves, and you believe them. Like, that's the type of people that I believe you are. Because this man was never going to pick you. He was never for you. And the fact that you fell for the BS is beyond me. This was never about getting criminals out. This was about getting people like them back in and back in control.
Now, you know, I will say, look, once again, we're talking about illegal immigrants. Now, I think everybody's trying to gloss over that. They're out here protesting because illegal immigrants are being deported back to their country. Illegal. And now that something is being done about it, people are in an uproar and losing their minds, and they're mad at everybody else but themselves. If you've been here for 30 years, you should have become a citizen after all that time. That's my thoughts on it anyway. And, you know, I do have some empathy for people. You know, if I see these, I've seen people holding their babies and they're being dragged and put in the paddy wagons to be deported. I think that's, you know, that's a horrible visual. But I mean, they're not playing. They're not playing. They're really out here doing what Donald Trump said he was going to do. He said he was going to do it. I don't think they believed him. Maybe they weren't focused on it. Maybe they thought he was going to do something different. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here. I don't want to get too deep into this. Once again, this is a very political thing and a very touchy subject for a lot of people. So listen, I want to hear your thoughts. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I definitely want to hear what you have to say. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.